looks so good. Oh my gosh. Looks so good. Oh yeah. Unlock. Bam. Ah yeah. Oh, I love it. Woo! They look so good. What is happening, y'all? Welcome back. Working on the new F250, new to me F250. It's not a new truck. But first thing I ordered, headlights for this thing. I really like the DRL light strip around the outside. So I just had to do it. I got to get away from the halogens. These are the halogens. Here's your before picture. This is not going to be as hard as switching the headlights in an F150. This is much easier. Less bolts, less junk to deal with. But anyway, I mean, it's a great day here. Other than it's kind of cold. Looks like it's going to rain. And I got a bleeding zit on my forehead. So anyway, let's get to this. Let's get these old headlights out. Let's get the new ones in. Let's do it. All right, so let me start off by saying, oh yeah. It's early, gotta get going. Anyway, oh yeah, there's the Z3. Videos have been done for that. I'm just uploading every week on the supercharger build, but she's done. I had some issues with tuning that didn't wind up being tuning, but she's done. Stay tuned for all those. But here we go with these headlights. These are made by, I believe, a company called Acon. I'll put the link in the description below. But there's several vendors that you can actually get these from. Walmart, eBay, Acon themselves, or Acon, or however they pronounce it. Not sponsored, but there's two reasons why I chose these lights. Reason number one, they're affordable. Man, Morimoto's are great, but who's gonna spend 1,500 bucks on headlights? Maybe some people, not me. I don't have $1,500 laying around to, if I had $1,500 laying around, I wouldn't buy headlights with it. I'd buy headlights, I'd buy, you know, a bunch of different stuff. I would try to pack it all into one. That's why I love eBay. People hate eBay, I love it. And number two, the high beam light bulb here, this is non-projector. You get, in my personal experience, you get better light scatter with a non-projector high beam. Projector low beam, non-projector high beam. And a bonus, this is all LED here for the turn signals. So you don't have to worry about swapping turn signal bulbs or anything like that. But like I said, I will leave the link in the description below. Their website isn't the cheapest. I personally ordered these off of eBay, and they were just shy of $400. So I got bulbs coming for them. Hopefully when they fit inside the truck, I can replace the bulbs. If not, I'll have to yank them back out. But I guess I better shut the headlights off on that bad boy. So let's get this rolling. Let's go through the steps here on how to take these old ones out. All right, pop the hood. Which these Fords, they don't really pop. It's really weird. You pull that lever and then you pull on it and then you pop it. So this guy here, you got a bunch of push pins here. You got to get them all out. Take this radiator cover off. Just this plastic garbage that just makes it look a little better. After that, we got 10 mil bolts. So that's what I'm gonna do now. So next, the 8 10 mil bolts on the top are all gone. so now there's a ton of clips around this grill. That's all that's holding it in now. So it's just a matter of pulling it out right. If it's been out before, it's gonna come out easier. My luck, it's probably not been out. So, oh, jeez, man. She's in there. Let me tell you what. Oh, gosh. Me, myself, I'm always afraid to pull on this stuff too hard and break a bunch of stuff, because it's not cheap. You know? All this plastic ain't cheap. Just like that. See, you can see there's 8,000 clips. If you look up the definition of clips, it's to ruin your day. That's what it means. There we are. Grill is off. Radiator cover is off. Now we've got, I believe, 4 10 mils. One here. One here. One here. And pull this gasket back. It's in there. That'll be a little fun, but I got that one down there in the corner too, underneath this gasket. It's right there. So those 4 come out now. Oh, light blinded me. Oh my God. Oh, dance party. All right. I might accidentally forget about that one when I put it back together. 4 bolts are out. Now all that's left are, I think, just 1 clip. So we'll see here. Yeah, just 1 clip here in the corner. So it pulled out pretty easy. Maybe. And here, got all your plugs. Corner lamp. Come on, man. Come back to that one last. Oh, turn signal. These things get so crusty and dirty they don't move. Okay, I guess I could just twist the bulb out first. Alright, well, there's the old headlight. Now I'll try and get these off of here. They just get a lot of dirt and crap inside, that's all. There. Here is a side-by-side comparison. Light's kind of killing it, but stock, aftermarket. And this is plug and play. So here on the back, you've got your top bulb, which is going to be your low beam. So you're going to plug that in like normal, and then it's only going to control the low beam and the DRL running lamp. So with this set here, it's not like the Morimoto's to where you can tap into your fuse block and then have DRLs without headlights on. You need to activate here your headlights to activate the DRLs. I'm not sure if there's something that I can do in Forscan to rewire it or something like that, or I could probably fuse tap myself in the panel and then have the DRLs always on without the headlights, and I just need to tap into whichever wire is for the DRLs. But that'll be for a different day. Right now I'm just gonna get them in. So this is gonna be your turn signal, and then this is gonna be your high beam. So other than that, yeah, so right here, this is going to be your side marker. It uses the same bulb, which I already bought LED replacements. So I will replace those as well. Let's get it in. All right, so here are my LED 194As. The A stands for amber, so these are going to light up amber. And then this is the bulb holder that's going to go back in the aftermarket. So you take out your stock 168 or 194, whatever they want to call it. And then LEDs sometimes only work one way. So I'm going to put this in, plug it in, turn the lights on, make sure it works. Parking lamps on. bulb is lit. We're good. Now, one thing I'm not sure of, because stock, the bulbs are the same, top and bottom. They do the same function, you just have two of them. So I'm not sure if top means top for this, bottom means bottom, but I did memorize that on my truck, the gray loom tape was the top. So that's what I'm gonna plug in the top with, and then the bottom is the other one. So hopefully that's right. Turn signal, top, not to forget the corner lamp. Okay, I'm just setting it in there and we're gonna test her out. So it looks like parking lamps light up the DRLs and then the corner lamp. So this must solely be the turn signal. So let's see. Ooh, it's sequential. I didn't even know that, guys. And yeah, okay, all right. That is the low beam. Oh, truck's gotta be running. Now that I started the truck, DRL got brighter. So high beam looks pretty good right now with just halogens. And then low beam. Okay, so there's lights off. Lights off, completely off. DRLs, these are plugged into the parking lamps, which is good to know, because now I can jump into Forscan and I can change my DRL for parking lamps. And we'll see what works. I'm gonna put the parking brake on, shut the lights off, and put it in drive, and see what lights up for my DRLs currently. I want to make a correction. That's not in drive. I put it in neutral. Okay, so currently stock DRLs on my truck call for low beam only. So I'm gonna see if I can jump in there with Forscan and only do parking lamps. We'll see what happens. I'll try it. But that one's testing out good. So now I'm gonna shut everything off, button that one up, and we'll start on the other side. I'm not gonna show you that. That's a waste of time. But make sure you put your 4 bolts back in, and then I'll start on the other side. All right, so before I show you guys these operational put back together, like I said, I've got LED bulbs coming. That being said, I only put 4 of the 8 bolts back in the grill. Everything's clipped back in. Headlights are bolted in, almost, if you know what I mean. And I'm leaving the cover off of the radiator support because I'm gonna have to get back in there. There isn't any room to get down in there and change the bulbs successfully, but this isn't a bad deal. If you're doing headlights on an F-150, they're way harder. But enough talking, let's check these things out. Oh, God, that hood's so high. And it didn't shut. It did. Okay. Oh, truck looks so mean, yo. It looks so good. And then if I'll just play with the fob here a second. Do the unlock. That's what it looks like. Oh my gosh. Looks so good. Oh yeah. Unlock. Bam. Ah yeah. Oh, I love it. Alright, let's check these things out. And this video is not done. I gotta do Forscan. I gotta climb in here with Forscan and try and see what I can do. And like I said before, the DRLs are wired in with the parking lamps, so I might be able to make something work. And of course on here you're going to see these LEDs flash. You always do. I don't know why, but they do. But yeah, So them are the DRLs. All right, those are parking lamps. Those are the sequential turn signals. And I have to say, I love them. I absolutely love them. And I didn't know they were sequential. I didn't read, I don't know if they say in the description or not, but yeah, I really didn't think they were. Low beams. Projector low beams. They got a nice clean cutoff. I looked at them on the garage door. They look good. I'll see how they are tonight. They're aimed good. I don't have to do anything yet. And then let's check out the high beams. It looks good. I don't know what you guys think, but for $392 or whatever I paid for these plus tax, they look good. Fog lamps, I already put LEDs in there. They don't match yet, so I'm not going to run them. So these fog lamps, these are out of my old truck. Not the lamps, but the bulbs. So these are 6000K 9145s. This truck takes 9140s. Same thing. Doesn't matter. So those, you know, if my headlight LED bulbs work out, those will match perfect. If not, and I stick with halogen, I'll match the fog lights to match, because I'm not paranoid. I'm OCD about that. I have to have my color temperatures match unless it's wintertime here in Michigan, and then I run my fogs at 3000K no matter what, because it doesn't reflect off of the snow. 3000K absorbs into the snow, so it doesn't blind your butt, and you can actually see during a snowstorm better. But this is it, guys. Let me jump on Forscan here, see if I cannot configure this DRL configuration correctly, and make this thing only drive with the light trim instead of the trim ring instead of the high beams, because I don't want that. But if I have to, I'll live with it. All right, it's been quite a bit here getting this done, because I didn't have any hard data to go off of, so I had to mess around with some stuff. So what I did in Forscan was I went in, I did it the easy way that I show on my vehicle, on my previous video. I went in the easy way, and I went to the IPC first, and I enabled the daytime running lamps menu. Then I went back into the body control module, BCM, and then I enabled options 1, 2, and 3. And what that gave me was this cool little feature on the dash where I can actually turn off and turn on my DRLs if I want. Now, I also selected on the body control module any parking lamps, include parking lamps, and then I could not take the low beam off of there. It would not let me. So I dug back into my F250 spreadsheet and did some messing around. Now, this never turns out good on camera, and I apologize, but this is a Headlight review, not a Forscan deal. But I looked at my parking lamp halogen deal over here, and I went in and I changed 726 2602. That was already there, so that was good. 4501, I switched these two to 7F, and I wrote that, and that took. I went down to 5001, and I changed this to 108E, and it would not take it. So I knew this was different from the F250 halogens. So I went up here and I'm like, well, what the hey, I'll try the stock LED for the 5001 slot. And then all I did was change this to a 01, which it was like a 02, I think. 0280 is what it was. So I changed it to 01, and then it took. So now my DRLs are on without my high beams. So that's super cool. And if you're into this, if you're just seeing this Forscan for the first time, I got tons of videos on it. I'll make one probably on the F250 here. So yeah, I got to figure out how to do a couple more things while I'm on here. But other than that, that's how I did it. So let's go check out the DRLs now, how they look. Look at that. With a little luck with Forscan, figured out how to keep the parking lamps on with no high beam, or I mean low beam. Yeah, look at it. Oh, she looks so good. She does, she looks good. I gotta get a thumbnail here. But, so, yeah. I guess I'll shoot some footage tonight of how the headlights work and the high beams. And that'll be the end of the video here after I get that figured out. So, yeah. I'm excited to take this bad boy for a rip at night and see how these look. So, let's check it out. Alright y'all, here are the new headlights, and I have the new 120 watt a pair low beams, H7 LED low beams in them. Link will be in the description below. I think they're a little too bright. I am going to wind up dropping my beam down, I think, or else I'm just going to blind. I don't want to blind people, you know what I mean? I think 60 watts of bulb is probably a little too hot, but there's the brights. The low beams are so hot that you just can't tell too much of a difference with the high beams, but either way, that's the high beams and those are the low beams. Nice clean cutoff. I really do like that. The incandescent bulbs didn't really light it up a whole lot. Alright, and once again I failed to make an outro, a proper outro for this, so you guys are stuck with this one. But it's been a week now, and I've been driving with the LEDs for a couple of nights, and I mean the combination that I chose was almost perfect. Low beams, the bulbs are a little bright. Probably should have went with a, I think a 40 watt per bulb, 80 watt between both of them would be probably a pretty good choice with these. But either way, the bulb I used, link in the description below, as well as the headlights. Now the headlights I did purchase them on eBay, so I don't know how long that link is going to be good for. Yeah, I love these headlights. Being the first mod on the truck, they set the tone for the look of the truck so far. I can't wait to, wheels and tires are coming. I can't wait. Actually, they're almost here. So, alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Until we meet again, later.